Welcome back, you guys, to my YouTube channel. This is your girl, Queen Talks Crime, and I am back for another video. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. You guys, I missed y'all so much. I missed y'all. I do. I miss y'all so much. Real quick, while the baby is sleeping, I want to give y'all an update on Jelani. First of all, disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and entertainment purposes only. Educational and entertainment purposes only. That's it. That's all. Okay? So let's get into it. I want you guys to hear something. First and foremost, let me say I sympathize and my heart goes out to Mama Day, Seb Day, and the other brother Day. My heart goes out to y'all because this is the worst experience I could ever imagine. Okay? My heart goes out to y'all. Also, shout out to you, Sandy, one of my faithful subscribers. She always hit your girl up in the email because she know I'm rocking the baby. But y'all, I'm still here, okay? And I'm still trying to get out these videos. But I want you guys to hear something. And then we're going to talk about it.
So, I came here today. This is them. Jelani's car is outside. And this is where they've been keeping his car. It's not in a secure area. It's out.
Mama Day is at Bloomington Police Department. Bloomington. I got something to say about you, Bloomington and Peru. And FBI, all of y'all that's involved. We should be somewhere further in this case than where we are today.
Side here, under a tarp. It's been here now for 3 weeks because they said they didn't have enough room to store it in their evidence area. But I'm going to show you the evidence area. Nothing in his car is tagged. That's them zipping it up.
So Jelani's Dave's car was allegedly supposed to be in the evidence area in a garage where it's supposed to be protected. His car was not in the evidence garage. Guess where his car was? In the parking lot, covered with a tarp. Covered with a tarp. Okay? There was... Mama Day goes on to show you that there was, in the garage, at least 7 or 8 open parking spaces where Jelani Day's car could have been. But they chose to put this young man's car out in the parking lot where anybody can unzip it, touch it, do whatever they want to do to it. BPD, FBI, PBD, was there any prints done? Probably not. Y'all did not treat this case like you would any other case. Y'all didn't give Jelani Day's family that respect you gave to Gabby Petito's family. I bet you Gabby Petito's family didn't have to beg for you to take this case serious. Please do fingerprints. Take forever for a body ID. I bet you Gabby Petito's family didn't have to go through that, did they? But Jelani Day's family. I get it. There's 2 different jurisdictions, 2 different police forces. But you see this a lot all over the United States. Certain people don't get their case treated like it's important. Jelani Day was a human being who was taken off this earth. It's too many things pointing at foul play for you guys to say, it's something. He was murdered at this point. He was murdered. Somebody was there. Before I finish push and play, I am going to say this. You can tell there was no fingerprints. Also, Mama Day says that, remember y'all, she said she saw someone else in the car. When she looked into the car, you can tell someone was in the car, in the back passenger seat, because other stuff was scooted over. And she said you could tell that someone was in the back passenger seat. She knew she wasn't crazy. She knew what she saw. Mama knows, okay? But she also believed her eyes, okay? Now, she believed her eyes, and she believed what she saw in her son's car. Also, let me ask y'all this question, because Mama updated and said when they did find the wallet a couple of miles from the body or the car, no cards was in it. It was completely empty. No money, no cars, no ID, no nothing. But in the car, there was money in the middle console just thrown all in the front. Spread it out, money just thrown all over the front. So we know off the whim, whoever threw the wallet wanted it to look like a robbery. But you would have took the money out the car if it was a robbery before you discarded his car and abandoned his car. You would have took the money. So whoever this person is knows what they're doing. They're trying to stage it to make it look like it was random. But this was personal. This wasn't about money. This was personal. You wanted to look like that because you took everything out the wallet. But why leave all the money in the car, in the console? Okay? That's something else that the mama updated on. We'll get into that in another video. But I just want y'all to think about that. This was personal. This was personal. Clothes and everything. I might go live tomorrow so we can talk about all the updates. I didn't know Jelani's body was found with, and this came out with the sweatshirt tied around his waist. The arm sleeves tied around the waist, around his waist. They found his shoes on the bank, his shorts on the bank, and those weren't the shorts he had on. So you mean tell me he jumped in the water with the sweatshirt tied up with some what? Nothing else on? Y'all, this is getting crazier. The more updates come out, it gets more crazier. And it really points to somebody else was there and he was murdered. Okay? Alleged. Let me say alleged. Disclaimer again. This is my opinion and facts along with what the mother has said. But this is a disclaimer. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is insane, y'all. Let me keep going. But they disrespected, like they threw his car out like trash, just threw a tarp on it, so the wind, rain, human nature can wash away with any evidence. The inside of the car, she said it was just stuff strewn all over. So I'm hoping BPD, y'all took some fingerprints or something before y'all just let anybody do whatever. And those fingerprints should be coming back by now. We should be knowing who was in the car. And y'all should be doing interviews with those people. Also, the phone. Why have we not got no phone update? Y'all got all of that blacked out. And y'all said on the phone data, nothing crazy was discovered. Well, if nothing crazy was discovered in the phone data, why is it all blacked out? And have you went and talked to those people? I smell a cover up. Do you?
They've not done anything that even makes relevant sense for it to be done concerning my son. Everything in his car is out. I didn't come on here live when I did this. So everything in his car is out. The license plates and everything is off the back of his car. As you can see here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Mama Day. They said that the license plate was missing. Update, license plates was in the trunk of the car. We don't know if the police found them elsewhere and put them in a trunk, or the person that stored and abandoned the car that helped alleged murder Jelani Day put them in the trunk. We don't know, because they're not giving out no information. So we basically don't know anything. Also, obviously, people been in and out of the car, of Jelani's car, because the key doesn't work. They had to break into Jelani Day's car. Question, who is all going in and out of his car? Is it police professionals? If so, then y'all should have some evidence then. Y'all should have some fingerprints, something to tell the family and the public. Y'all all in and out his car, right? Y'all should be able to tell the family something, right? We the people want to know, do y'all have anything to tell the family? Y'all been there so much the key doesn't even work. You have to jimmy it. Beat PD. FBI. Are y'all aware of this? FBI? What about y'all? Did y'all help and encourage them to do fingerprints, get some type of evidence, check for DNA, hairs, fibers in that car? I'm sure there's plenty of air, plenty of DNA. And question these people?
There's some red things. I don't know what this is at the bottom of his car. But this is where, if I hadn't came here today, I wouldn't have even known that his car was out here. Because they claim they don't have room to store it. However, if you look straight ahead in that garage, which is empty, there is a secure area right there. That is a secure area where they are supposed to have Jelani's car at. And they said they don't have room to store anything. But I'm going to go back in here and show you just how much room they have to store everything.
Why?
This is ridiculous, the way that they've treated everything concerning my child. Ridiculous.
Why? I get it. I get it. Police work could be hard, could be difficult. You could have many cases. But if it ever comes to the fact that you're just going to throw a case away or it's too much on you, resign. Resign. Because these deceased people are real people. You're supposed to help speak for the deceased. You don't treat their cases any type of way. They have family. No matter how you feel about them. If you have any personal feelings, you should even be an officer. Because you're going to come in contact with different type of cultures and different kind of people. And if you feel any type of way about a certain specific people, you do not need to be working with people. Especially taking an oath to serve and protect. And that's what I don't understand. Why was his car thrown out like that? And allegedly y'all were going to give it back to the family the following day. Mama Dad wouldn't have known none of this if she didn't come up there. And my thing is, you finna get rid of the car? My question is, why? So if you're ready to release the car to the family, that means you got all the DNA, all the fingerprints, and you're about to come to them with some type of results. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. You about to give the people, the world, family first, results, suspects, the people he was last contact with. And when it comes to that phone, I'm still iffy on that phone. Because when you get the results, you know they have it blacked out. But there were 6 different numbers, 17 different contacts and numbers. It was a lot of people y'all need to be contacting that was last talking with him. And nobody in Bloomington is speaking on that campus. Nobody, and I just find that very odd. Nobody on the campus. Even people he met with, 2, Mama Day said allegedly 2 people he met up with at the school that day in the medical department. They didn't even come forward to say, hey, I spoke with Jelani that day. Nobody? Why is it all a hush-hush? Was you told not to speak? Are you scared to speak? Did your family not want you to come out and don't want you? And it's like nobody want to be involved. When we the people know it's more than one person. To have his items thrown all over the city, between 2 different cities, Bloomington and Peru. We know multiple people is involved. Lanyard, found in another place, wallet, and I just found out everything was taken out. Phone thrown on the interstate. You can imagine what they tried to erase off the phone. But they want to mess you up and make you think that it's a random person or robbery. I don't believe it was a robbery. You want to know why? Apologize about that. Son's school, well, one of my boys' schools called. But like I was saying, you guys, it's I get it, the workload. But if it comes to that point, it's time to walk away and let someone step up and do the job. I get it, Bloomington normal is small. You got a lot of people moving from Chicago to Bloomington. So they call it, back in my day, little mini Chicago. So you're going to have more crimes and you're going to need the law enforcement to fit the town. But my thing is, BPD, you failed the family from jump. If you would have processed the scene, processed the car and the body properly, we would have been and had persons of interest. We would know by now who was with Jelani. We know he wasn't by himself. He wasn't by himself. And y'all won't even get the DNA and the fingerprints out the car to find out who was with him them last hour of his life, leading up to his death. They won't even do that. So we can find out what really happened. And I just find it very odd in that video right before his death, his clothes was off, found in his car. He had a hoodie tied around his waist. This seems so personal, like they was trying to just brutalize him as a man. Like really take his pride away. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Tomorrow, y'all, I think I'm really going to do a live and we're going to get all the updates together. We're going to talk about them. Comment down below and let me know what you think. This your girl, Queen. Peace.